Talking about it, he thought it was... You want to try and spend at least a couple of hours wearing your costume before the convention so that you'll nick or tear anywhere. If you do have problems with it breaking, you want to make sure you reinstate cards, but sometimes their card readers go down or sometimes they just don't have them. And you should also make like it is so light and thin, but it holds plenty for me. And then there's several things that I like. It's going to make your day a lot better.
Wow. Switzerland.
If you haven't gone yet, or even if you've been to several.
That was great.
You just bring in some hot. Enforce that before you get to the convention. There are a few items that I would definitely... So what do you think? You want to be in a video sometime?
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. We'll make that happen. Nice and organized, and there's no problem getting in, but a lot of the time...
Oh, you got a market. That's so handy to have.
Yeah, that is correct.
You got 10 million.
Pretty nuts.
How many millions of followers do you have?
Make your life easier. I'd even want to get the inserts to make it even more packed.
People saw you in Guardians of the Galaxy, though. 20 more than 10 million.
You may notice that there are quite a few really good idea at conventions to always bring cash. A lot of vendors do take afterwards. First two tips. Today we're going to be looking around, walking around, checking out some of the stuff that we have here at so that I have somewhere to put my gross socks in. Sometimes it's maybe a quarter of a pound, probably less. A lot of germs flying going over it, and if you walk around for a long time on that, your feet are definitely going to start to... This is a spare battery. This has enough battery power to film. There's going to be a lot of people, and the lines will be pretty crazy long and that you can get, but a water bottle is nice. If you can't, bring it in full.
He stopped it. He was like, oh yeah, the hammer.
And I love it. My phone up like 3 times for cosplay, but
We'll have all that information. Ready? Come through tonight. We want to kick it with all
high energy protein bars, energy to help other people. Feet can kind of sweaty and gross. I like to have an extra pair of socks for if that happens, and then I put them in a plastic bag. First off, the video, don't forget to ring the share, have to do with comfort. One is for the comfort of others and one is for your comfort. It wasn't very expensive. To get the food that they're selling there, it's usually pretty high priced. So we'll either have a concrete floor or just a thin carpet lying around at a convention. That's going to happen when you've got lots of people, and especially if you're about to eat or something like that. They have a fair... If that were not a thing, like this would probably be the most unpleasant room in the...
Thanks, man. I'm a Ravenclaw. Taking revenge.
How you want to bring food and maybe some snacks. I really like it. You do want to make sure that the first time you wear it is not while you're at the convention. If you can, you might want to try bringing in your own food. Most conventions will let you at least place to where no one wants to get sick. I've got somewhere where healthy calories, they'll keep you going for a while. I always like to carry around. Let us know if you've got something cool you think.
If you follow him, it'll be 10 million in one.
All right. Thanks very much. Going dead. Finally, a spare pair of socks in the comments. Guys, we've always got more for you to see. That box up at the top will take you. Even leaving food in the car is probably going to be a best bet for lunch.
Swallow this guy. Can you believe that? I got 37 people.
Then just fill it up and phone charge. The no cons before new people here. I'm pretty sure this convention gets upwards of 70,000. Before you go, just make a drinking fountain first chance you get. And then whenever you just start to get dehydrated, overheated, anything like that, and just in case they don't have anything on them, you've got it covered. I definitely recommend you bring to a con with you. I've got this backpack that was super cheap.
All right, well that was good.
Without taking up much space and without making you feel too heavy and full. A little bit of fresh cash, use small bills, and then save yourself having to pay the like $5 at ATM fees. It's pretty... Make sure that you have small bills. Sometimes it's hard to have change for stuff, so you can probably save yourself some money, bring snacks in. If they don't, then comic conventions are a really cool place. 4 or 50, there's always more to learn, and if you've got any cool tips and tricks you want to share, let us know down. I can just carry it around, don't have to worry about it. You might have other stuff that you...
It happens. This is great, thank you. Yeah, you know what?
Because it weighs like nothing. This whole backpack is like... And then, of course, I am carrying around a backpack that has some space in it, so... Very cool.
Hey.
If I pick up a souvenir.
People saw me.
And there are some bigger cons than that even. So the first tip, you're gonna run into someone who you're gonna want to sign favorite costume like that, you've got water with you. I talked a little bit about
Good job.
there are a number of pretty or some wet wipes. I think these things are great. There are a lot at this convention, and we'll be sharing with you some of fruit is never a bad idea. I love apples, so that's what I'm going with. I have a permanent marker, you never know where is always make sure you shower and wear deodorant. It's gonna make the day better for you. It's gonna
Even realize he was.
Our last video, you should check that out. The box at the bottom will show you what YouTube thinks you should be watching next. And if you're not
There until we like.
it's probably a good idea to use the restroom before you show up at the at Salt Lake FanX, previously known as Salt Lake Comic-Con. And
You ever need something built? You let me know. I can get that done for you.
That's right, man. He does that for a living.
He actually signed that earlier. We were just.
To think of titles and like labels for what he actually does, and we can't because he does so many things.
the tips and tricks that we've learned from going to cons in the past that hopefully could help. Thanks very much.
Builder, maker, creator, doing things. We try to go to market that's so handy to have.
Hand sanitizer or something. It's really nice to make sure your hands are going to be nice and clean so you're not just getting those germs right into your face. That belt, and we'll see you in the next one. Talk to you then. I like to have a water bottle. Usually there's going to be drinking fountains and drinks around. So you walk around, it's a also bring in some good snacks. And if you people coming through, a subscriber, just hit this bomb to get in the club. That way you'll never miss where it may or may not be comfortable, if it pinches, if it binds, or especially if it's going to break. To do what you can to make sure you wear comfortable shoes. Most convention centers, it's not very heavy, fits in my pack, and I never have to worry about my phone.
That's what happens. Completely unexpected. I literally didn't.
Cleanliness is iffy, so it can't hurt. Use the lube.
Cool one was like, "Can I sign this?" And so we signed it.
Make the bidet better for everyone. Good shoes, good soles. You might have to fill this backpack with every time. Cons are a lot of fun. Hopefully some of these tips and tricks will be useful for you, whether you've been in the world. The second tip that I have for your own comfort is, guys, today we're doing something a little bit different. We are here at
Past 10 million.
10 million idiots.
Ciao, everyone.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Totally Tubular Man 66. Today I'm coming out with a brand new video. We're gonna be reacting to a person who reacted to Dylan the Dead's video. And it was pretty good, man. People wanted me to react to it, so that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get right.